the biggest mistake people make when learning English, and one of the most common misconceptions, is that people think they need to study English. And I say, don't study English, live English, create your own ways to have fun with English. Now let me explain what does studying means. Studying means getting knowledge about something by reading, by examining it, by analyzing, by memorizing, and that's what studying means. And how people usually approach this process? Well, people perceive studying as boring, like in a school. Everyone wants to finish a subject as soon as possible and then forget about it. It's the same with English. When people think they need to study English, they often think they need to take a course or work with a coach on one-on-one basis for some time, and after that they will know English completely and they won't need to learn it again. Boy, they are wrong. Now, if a goal is just to pass a test like IELTS, then yeah, you pass a test and then you forget about it. That's why it is very important to determine a goal. Do you need English for your work? Do you have any intentions to move to an English-speaking country? Are you actually serious about it and truly want to be a fluent English speaker? Do you need English so that you can pass an exam or a test? And a lot of people do need to pass the IELTS exam. And for this reason, they study for that, they get their bands, and after that, they forget about it. Now, of course, you can take breaks. For example, if you do not speak English for a month, and if you do not listen to anything in English for a month, you will be fine. Your skills will worsen, but you will be fine. But if this period expands to a year, then you are definitely going to forget some of the vocabulary. You will not be that good at speaking English as you were 1 year ago. That's why most people find themselves in this vicious cycle of learning English and never truly becoming fluent in English, because they never learn it deeply. They just learn it for a test and then they completely forget about it. That's why it is very important to live English, to create your own ways to have fun with English. Now let me explain what do I mean by living English. Well, you need to surround yourself with the English language so much so that you do not feel that you're making an effort. You need to incorporate English in your daily life so that you do not feel that you're making an effort, but because you make English a part of your life, you make English a habit, and by practicing every day, little by little, you will get better and better. Now, let me give you my own example. How do I live English? Well, I live in Pakistan in a city called Peshawar, and here it is very rare to see a tourist here speaking English, and finding someone to practice English with is incredibly hard. But you can take English courses here. You can participate in speaking English clubs, but for that you have to pay, and I think this is very common around the world. And what do? Well, I write posts in English over on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I watch movies in English. I listen to everything in English. I have made friends, and even I have made native friends so that I can speak English with them and I can improve my speaking skills. In the past, I took English courses. I worked with a coach. I even took an American pronunciation course. But it didn't help me becoming a fluent English speaker. Yes, indeed, it helped me a lot. But what helped me in becoming a fluent English speaker is that consistency. I still practice every single day, little by little, so that I can improve my speaking skills. I have created my own ways to enjoy English, to have fun with English. Every time when I speak English, I'm very confident. I put a big smile every time when I speak English. That's why you need to create your own ways to have fun with English. Now let me tell you how you can become a fluent English speaker by using this simple idea. Now the word is CANI, C-A-N-A-I, constant and never-ending improvements. That's the core philosophy for mastering any skill. If you want to be a fluent English speaker, if you want to speak English quickly, instantly, and spontaneously without even translating in your mind or thinking about grammar rules, you need to be consistent. You need to work on your English skills every day, little by little, and one day you will be a fluent English speaker. Now, before ending the video, let me tell you a very important thing. You need to create your own ways to have fun with English, to enjoy English when you speak English, and that's the only way you can master speaking English. You can be a fluent English speaker by being consistent, by working every single day, little by little, and eventually you will speak English like a native. That's it for today's video. I truly believe that this video will be somehow useful for you. If it is, then like it, share it with your friends, and watch it again and again, 10 times in a row, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Don't forget to speak English like a native.